Today is Monday, and tomorrow, Tuesday, I will be streaming building the AMD Threadripper build. Let's go over some of the items that we got real quick, just for the hype. ASRock Professional Gaming X39 motherboard. We got our block to go on our CPU, which is by Fantex here. Awesome block. And then we got our RAM, provided by Crucial. This is, I believe, the fastest RAM that will actually work with the AMD line right now. We've got our fittings, hopefully all of them. I didn't quadruple check, but I'm pretty sure I have everything I need. We got our AMD Threadripper 1950X, biggest and baddest until you get to Epic. We've got our, alright, well, the budget was getting a little thin, so I picked this up on Facebook for 20 bucks. It's a GTX 560 Ti. Until I can afford something like a 1080 or 1080 Ti, this is what we're going to have to be gaming on for a while now. But at least we got a graphics card, right? And then we got, this is really cool. Instead of having a power button in my system, what this does, it's a key fob, plugs in, it is not, we'll go over that, but this has supplied power, and then you can turn on and off your computer, reboot and everything, using that key fob, which is really cool. We've got our thermal compound with it, which is GC Extreme. Hopefully we're not getting too much. There we go. I went with this over Grizzly just because Grizzly is far too overpriced right now. And I use this a lot on everything, and it works really, really well. We're talking like 1 to 2 degree difference between that and Grizzly. We've got our res here. It's a D5 PWM by EK. I believe it's 100 millimeter tall res with the pump. Then we got our meat and potatoes of cooling, which is this giant Black Ice 420 Nemesis GTX thing. I said that all kinds of backwards. People who know what this is, you know what it is. But it's giant. On that, we're going to go ahead and put our Arctic fans. We got 3 red, 3 white. And basically what this is going to be is, this build is going to be like a menacing Johnny 5. So the red ones here are going to act as its eyeballs. We're probably going to end up painting the fan blades, so they're red as well, and then leave the center cap black to look like sort of like the pupil of the eye. So we'll have a red one here, a red one here, leaving the center open, and then we'll do a pull situation where the whites are on the back. And that'll give the head of the robot looking thing sort of its depth. To control the fans, we've got the Corsair Commander Pro here. Also, if, you know, down the road or whatever, we get these sort of LED lights, we can control those. Primo Flex tubing. I would have rather gone with hard tubing, but you work with what you got. And then we got our riser cables, so that way we can take the graphics card and mount it in any position we want. Pretty much thinking, you know, laying it flat against the motherboard, either in this configuration or straight up and down. Then for power, we got the Seasonic Focus Plus Gold. It's 850 watts, and I love Seasonic, so this is going to be awesome for the build. For the keyboard, I've already got one of these, but this is a brand new one, G910 Orion Spark. Really love that keyboard. Then you might be wondering what kind of cases this is going to go into. We've got T-slotted extrude aluminum. So what we do is we cut this stuff using that saw blade there, and then inside there's a channel where it's already hollowed out, and you can tap your own screws into them. So there's the taps. There's a tap magic for it, and these are the bolts that'll be going into that. Now, instead of having this to where, let's say the top corner, like this box here, you have a bar coming this way, you have a bar coming this way, and a bar coming up this way. Instead of those meeting and having to either do a miter on them or just leave one side flush and kind of looks ugly, I picked up this aluminum square stock and I'm going to chop this into the 1-inch bits, so that way we'll put holes down through it. Those bolts will go down into it, and then screw it all together. And then I'll go ahead and polish this up so it looks kind of like it's, I don't know, closest thing I can get to chrome without actually chroming it. And this guy here is for doing the taps. You put the taps into this and you start turning it. So this is going to be a pretty cool project, and I really hope you guys come out and check it out. And one last thing. For the system, we want to clean it out. So we got the system prep ready to go. We'll run that, make sure there's no leaks, and then once that's all good to go, we'll put in the premature view. That's the color of it right there. Try and get less of the light glimmering off that. Now here's the really cool thing. Check this out. That is amazing. That's what it's going to look like going through the loop there. Amazing. Anyways, I'll be live tomorrow on twitch.tv/jollyrific. Put the link down below. And you can watch as this build comes together. Hope to see you there. Peace.